Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. Yeah, whatever. Hate intros. Before I get started into this video, I want to quickly do some shameless self-promo and say that I have just released a 2021 goal planner on my InfluenceHER business, and this is no ordinary planner. It is literally a blueprint for every area of success, whether that's literal goals or it's goals within yourself, such as your mental health, helping your self-confidence, your self-love, all of those things it touches on. And I will leave all the information on the screen and down below so you can go and check it out, because I really do feel like it will be beneficial to a lot of you, all of you. We hear about things like achieving goals, being successful, whether that's, as I said, physically or emotionally or mentally, but it's like in a very flowery aesthetic way which has no longevity. It's just full on instant gratification, and I want to give you guys structure. Like, that's all of what my business is about. I want to give practical tips that will help people move forward and change their life, not just feel good in the moment. If you are serious about working on yourself and achieving your goals in 2021, I highly recommend you go and check out that planner. I will leave everything down below. So yeah, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. We are now going to move on to the actual portion of the video. I hate doing long intros, but your girl's gotta plug herself, and that's on period. Telling your best friend, like, girl, I think my butt that is stuck in my head. I don't know if this is actually too far down. Oh, okay, that is just, that looks like a 90s music video. Is this better? I feel like that's better. Like, you can see more of me, you know? I haven't got no boobs, that's a bit exposing. So anyways, when I was planning out this video, I realized that I don't want to do a video that I know that I could have given you things that's gonna help you. Like, yes, it's all fun and games to just talk about boys. Oh my gosh, boys, haha, teehee. But you're gonna leave doing the exact same things as you were before. Like, there's a time and a place. I really got your back. Like, I've got your back. So when we joke around, you've got in the back of your head how to act right. Because I am responsible for you. Yeah, I'm not. Don't say that, Elodie, because someone could see you. You guys are my subscribers. Therefore, I want to give you guys value. Not just things that are going to make you laugh in the moment and then go back to Jeremy who's been cheating on you 5 times, you know? So I asked on my Instagram, which will be here. I have nailed it, guys. You guys know for like the past good number of years, I've been struggling on where that little card is, but it is there. It is right there. Anyways, no, it's not. No, I've messed it up. That's the card. No, it's here. And all now you still didn't get it. You look so stupid right now. I'm embarrassed for you. The point is that I post on my Instagram the question thing, right? I'm in a really good mood today. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know why. I'm just very happy. Even though these lights are just so hot and I'm sweating so much. I hate it. Anyways, I post on my Instagram the little question thing, asking you guys on like what type of things you want me to talk about in this girl talk video. So everything that I'm saying is based off of some question. So yeah, we're just gonna go through it. So, relationships. This is the thing. Like, this is what the world seems to revolve around. And whether that's a romantic relationship or just sex, it's everywhere, and everyone seems to want it. You know, you didn't think I was going to say that, but everyone seems to. This influences people, I believe, to think that they need a relationship or they need sex to feel whole, to feel complete, to feel loved, to feel validated, and that can create a lot of problems. I wanted to start this video with that on purpose, because when I dive into this video, a lot of my points are going to stem back to this, which is how we use relationships to feel validated and whole. Therefore, we struggle to be single and we struggle to let go of toxic things. And also, I want to point out that I am not coming for any of you in this video, because I am the queen of making a fool of myself in relationships. I might as well have a fool written on my forehead, because boys love to treat me like one. Like, Yeah, if you guys know me and you've watched my videos for a while, you know the crazy journey that I've had with boys. And in these relationships, I was settling for less, I was insecure, I needed validation from them. And even though they treated me badly, because it's important to identify that it's not fully your fault, I still had the freedom to walk away, and I didn't. I wanted someone to love me so bad because I couldn't love myself. And I'm glad that I've realized that now, so I can move forward. And I'm not fully there yet. I'm still on the journey, and that is why I am intentionally being single. Elodie, listen to yourself. You're intentionally being single. If a boy comes to you, you need to respectfully decline, okay? Because you're gonna ruin yourself. Thank you. I'm trying to go on this journey now on self-love, which I feel like I am doing very well. But just because I feel good right now does not mean that, like, it's over. You know, I know that the insecurities are still there, and I have to learn to know my boundaries and know that I can set them. You know, because I can sit here and say, yeah, I have boundaries with a man, but am I actually gonna practically set them and walk away if he treats me bad? Probably not. Because again, a fool is written on my forehead. Red flags are accessories to me. And not only that, I will make it my task to see any red flag green. I will stare at it so much that I go colorblind. Because I want to see the good in people. I love to see potential in people. I believe there is good in everyone, no matter how bad they may treat me. Why do you do that?
This is so humiliating!
And I'm sure a lot of you are caring and a lot of you are loving. It's great that you see potential in someone. It is great that you want to help someone. But if that helping and that fixing is causing you stress and depression and anxiety and feelings of insecurities, you're not gonna do it, baby girl. You not. They can work on their potential elsewhere. Don't jeopardize your well-being or your ability to reach your full potential just to help someone reach theirs. And you know what? They may not even reach their potential, because some people don't want to be helped. Don't help people that don't want to be helped. More likely than not, the reason why you're trying to fix them or be a nurse to them is because the way they're behaving is directly hurting you. Like, you're trying to help them by making your life easier. But you know the one way that you can make your life like smooth sailing? Leave him. Run. Cut him off. If he is disrespecting you and you have to tell him that he's disrespecting you or that his behavior is unacceptable, he is not a man. He is, I was going to say he's a boy. He's a female dog to not be understanding that he is disrespecting a woman, a beautiful, respectable woman like yourself. There's no way. And you're not about to sit there and try and fix someone who's broken you. And I don't mean cheating, doesn't need to be cheating. Has he treated you badly? Has he underestimated your worth? That is very what is the word? Philanthropy. That is like very nice, whatever. Very nice of you. But if you're hurting yourself, there is no use to that. A lot of the times you try and fix these boys, and it's just this repetitive cycle which makes a relationship a job. I want to have fun. I don't know about you, but I want to have fun in a relationship. I don't want to have to tell you when you're being an idiot. I don't. And this leads on to my second point, which is toxic relationships. You probably thought I was already on that. I wasn't. I was just telling you, you need to stop being a nurse. And a lot of people ask me about this on my Instagram, which will be here. You still ain't got it, baby girl. You still ain't got it. Keep trying, though. Keep trying. And I've realized that toxic relationships come from the person who is toxic, obviously, but only continues when the other person allows the toxic behavior to continue. Like I said earlier, you're doing up Dr. Phil. You're trying to be a nurse. You're trying to fix that person. You're trying to be loved. You desire to be loved so bad that you're willing to settle for a warped version of what love truly is. And that is what I did. It's like, I like that typical traditional type of love like you see in movies, like where the man is a gentleman, and I'm settling for these trash boys who treat me like an object. Not all of them. Exes, if you're watching, not all of you, some of you. I was so desperate that I let go of my dreams of just being like, it's not even, the thing is that it's not even like a dream, like, oh my gosh, I dream, like it's an abstract thing to have a man who treats you well, like that. I need to get that out of my head. Elodie, it's not a dream, it's a standard. It should be the standard that a man treats me well. It should be a standard that a man treats me like a lady, regardless of if the relationship works out or not. But for some reason, we've settled for disrespectful behavior and toxic behavior where we actually glamorize someone who is nice to us. And even I have a habit of doing that, like I just did now, which is crazy. A lot of people are asking me, like, how do you know if you're in a toxic relationship? What are the red flags to look out for in a relationship? And I could give you many examples. I could be here all day picking apart the dodgy things that boys do or signs on when to leave. But at the end of the day, you know what's toxic. You know the red flags. Deep down, we all know when something isn't sitting right with us. But we will do literally anything to convince ourselves otherwise. Like I just said, I will use a red flag as an accessory. I will wear it proudly. I don't want to admit that they are treating me bad because I want the love so badly. And that is probably what a lot of people do. When we do get into relationships, we just need to think to ourselves, is this toxic? Should he have done that? Was the way he spoke to me respectful? Did I expect better than that? I'm not saying your expectations need to be perfect, and everyone is human and they make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days, yeah. But there's a difference between pure disrespect and just a human mistake. Just please save yourself from having full rope boldly on your forehead like me. A lot of people also asked, when do you know if you're ready for a relationship? And this is something that I've been thinking about a lot because I'm in the same boat. Like, I'm having a break from boys, and honestly, thinking about this more and more over the past few weeks, I've realized that I don't think we'll ever know. Like, there's no perfect time. There's no day you wake up and say, I'm ready to fall in love. Like, it doesn't work like that. We're not in the movies. In reality, you're not gonna actually know when you're ready. And I don't really think we'll ever be ready, like 100% ready, because humans are imperfect. We all have insecurities, and we will always bring those insecurities into a relationship, whether we like it or not. There will be things we'll have to deal with. There will be things that other person will have to deal with. Therefore, our relationship itself will not be perfect. It never will be. You never see a perfect relationship. If you do, they're aliens and you need to run away. But what I do think we need to understand in terms of if we're ready or not, here I come. I swear I have a way of turning lyrics into like every sentence I make. It's like a talent. Anyways, the one thing we need to understand when we're thinking about if we're ready or not in a relationship is the difference between human imperfections and abnormal behaviors, both in ourselves and in the other person. A human imperfection is basically what I just said. You're a human, you make mistakes, you have insecurities, you'll bring that into the relationship. There may be arguments, there may be things you need to work on. That's all human things, human imperfections. But then things become abnormal when you begin to treat the other person badly. You have intense feelings of insecurities and anxieties to the point where it's jeopardizing your mental health and maybe the other person's, you know? So if you are thinking like, am I ready for a relationship? You should just ask yourself, is there any abnormal behaviors or toxic traits that I have that could jeopardize my relationship, that not even the relationship, that could just impact me to the point where I need time right now to focus on myself and not bring another person in. And I'm not saying that every single person who wasn't fully healed got into a relationship and it like broke apart and ruined their lives. But if you are trying to save yourself from heartache, maybe you just need to think about these things. And that's something that I definitely am thinking about, because there is actually no way. I said this to myself before, but like now I mean it even more. There is no way that I am getting into another relationship and having a heartbreak. Like, I'm not doing it. Obviously, I'm not going to know like if something's going to work out or not, but I'm not getting into like the madness that I did get myself into. So I'm going to be very particular with my self-love journey, to the point where no boy, no male species could ever touch me in the way that they have before. And that's on period. Because I'm a very emotional person, and men ruin my life. They have been ruining my life, and I don't like to give men that much power. I don't know about you, but the feminist in me is not having it. You know, she's not having that. She's not going to deal with a man literally ruining her life. You must be crazy. So yeah, I'd say that like a good summary of all of this is, knowing you're ready is about knowing that you're comfortable being on your own. It's almost like you have to get to a point where you love your own company, that you've embraced your singleness, that you feel confident, that you love yourself, that you have gotten to the point mentally that you will never let anyone take advantage of you, or you will never settle for less than what you deserve. I feel like a lot of people's reasonings behind getting into a relationship is because they feel lonely. They feel like they need love, they feel like they need validation, and it may not be that reason on the surface, but they all know that there's more than just like they want romance. They want something to fill them. They feel empty, you know? And if you feel empty and you feel like a man is going to fix that, you will always be chasing after that satisfaction that you'll never get. You'll have instant gratification from a man, but he will never fill you up. Only you can fill you up. And for my Christian girls, only God can fill you up. And that's on what? That's on period. If you are someone who is content with yourself, but you want a relationship for the romance factor, you want a companion, you want someone who you can vibe with, who you can get along with, who you can go through life together with, then you are ready for a relationship, because you're not using that person to fill you up. You're understanding that I'm my own person and I can thrive on my own. They're their own person, but they can thrive on their own. But we have chosen to thrive together, and we will be much more whole when we are whole individually. That is basically the bread and butter of what I wanted to talk about. I do have one more point, and this is a point for my Christian girls. If you guys want a separate video on Christian dating, I will do that. I've been kind of holding it off because I know that there's like a lot of burning questions, and I feel like I need to get to like that spiritual maturity or like spiritual transparency that I can share all of that stuff. But for what I will say right now is that if Christ isn't satisfying you first and you aren't fully dedicated to him, don't get into a relationship. Not only will you distract yourself from building a relationship with God, but you'll also attract men who won't help you grow your faith. Trust me, I know. Like, this is something that I've had to not even beat myself up for, because I don't want to condemn myself over mistakes, but it's something that I've had to drill in my mind recently, that I cannot settle for men that aren't going to grow my faith. Let's be real now, God is the center of my life, and if you're not helping me grow in that aspect, I don't want you. So for all of my Christian girls, just be careful, because you don't want a distance from your faith just for the sake of a boy. A boy is temporary, but God is eternal, and he will be the only person who can fully satisfy you. That is basically it of this video. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Make sure you check out the 2021 goal planner in the description bar so you can change and transform your 2021, and that's on period. I guess I will see you guys on Sunday. I always say I'll see you guys the next week, but I see you on the podcast. So I'll see you on the podcast on Sunday at 5 p.m.